Hello, hello. It's another fine evening, and I am planning on doing some drawing. Adjusting some of our music here. There we go. That's better. So, today, again, I'll be drawing some Trapfinders for you. Working on a new page. We actually finished the page from last week on Friday, or Thursday, rather, when I started last week. That one was proving to be a little bit trouble with the last panel, but it turns out I managed to figure it out like I knew it would. So, very happy about that. How is everyone doing tonight? It's a nice evening. It's cool in my realm. Very nice here today. A little drizzly, but otherwise very nice. Also added a few stats here. You can see in the top left that I'm just showing the current chapter that I'm working on, as well as the current page number and the total number of pages. I was incorrect last week. Last week I thought I had something along the lines of 400 pages. I was vastly overrating my own abilities, but it's still cool. Still cool to see I've got over 330 pages of good old comics ready to go, so pretty proud of that. So, like I said, we're working on page 27 here of chapter 5. And this one, this is the one that I had drawn before I drew last week's page, so that was rather silly of me. But I do silly things. So, in any case, I'm going to get started here in just a moment. Okay. Got some music playing this time around. Hopefully it's not too loud. From what I can see, it shouldn't be overpowering my mic, so here's hoping anyway. It's the soundtrack to Etrian Odyssey 4, one of my favorites. Big fan of the Etrian series. Super glad to see that the first three are going to be coming out on Steam shortly in a kind of HD kind of fashion, so that's pretty cool. A little disappointed that they didn't have the 3D updated enemies like in the Etrian remakes that they did, but you know, can't have them all. This one is fairly well defined already. I pretty much know where I'm going. I'm actually going off of this panel here. The first panel is kind of going off of the last page, so that's going to be pretty handy just as a transition. And, yeah, just kind of roughed it out before and working on it now. So let's see what we got. Let's start here with Katya, redefining her news. Cougars have very interesting noses in the wild. Big ol' snoots. I like making her very toothy and expressive. It's fun. Pretty laid-back, low-key stream this evening, at least while I'm drawing. I will have plenty of time to get excited for Shining Force. Super happy to share that again. Another favorite game from this realm. Not that my realm had video games back in the day. Yeah, this is the battle theme for Trapfinders C4. Every time you get into a battle, this pops up. Some great guitar, some great brass instruments in there. And once again, the drummer's holding the whole thing together. I'm surprised the cymbals aren't more splashy, but that's just personal taste. Okay. And you can tell that I have strategically placed the braid, so it is behind Kisuke's head. I'm not going to have to draw it. Little sneaky kobold tactic for you there. Fortunate that Katya's markings are not super elaborate. I tried to make them a little bit more simple. Something I've learned. Something I've learned. Shoulders. Like a girl. Little fact that you can put in your pocket. Keep with you. Yeah, as I said before, I quite enjoyed the Etri Massive game. They really, just from my opinion, they really reinvigorated the first-person dungeon crawl. Kind of a niche of a niche, really. That's yeah, they really reinvigorated it. Brought a lot more attention. I think that's a good thing. I think it's an interesting thing. There's a lot of room to experiment. There's a lot of companies that have put games out since that have similar elements, or also they're also first-person dungeon crawlers, and it's particularly interesting to me to see some of the new mechanics or the things that they like to add in. So I think we got caught with pretty well rendered out here. I think that's pretty much going to be close to her final pencils. So that's cool. You might be wondering what the transition was to this position. Oh, you'll just have to wait till Monday to find out, won't you? mentioned it before last week, but I've been very, very fortunate to move to this twice weekly. Oh, thank you, Dynamic Cat. Thank you. Sorry, I missed your chat there. Welcome. Glad the sound is good. That's as saying last week, moving the schedule from being a twice weekly comic to being something I'm able to do every 2 weeks has really reinvigorated me towards working on the comic. Very helpful for me. Hopefully, streams like this are fun for folks to watch. It makes it see the process. I think these guys have been used expression in this space. It just means like a kind of resigned. This is where things are. I am here. This is the post. One thing I don't think I will bore people with is the dialogue sections. Those are a bit of a struggle. Those are almost more of a graphic design element than comic read, at least from what I can tell. It's the management of panel real estate and decent writing, as opposed to just throwing stuff out there. So some of my dialogue just doodles here. I do sketch the dialogue in every so often just to see where the positioning could be. Sometimes it can be in little sneaky spots, or can add them in new areas to give more effect. Well and truly hit. I might even. There you go. Little touch of that braid. Little touch of that braid. I can't guarantee I won't just make that cheesecake hair, but. Something too about these streams is that they also provide me a good opportunity just to show folks that I'm alive and kicking, still doing comics, enjoying it, having a good time, battling into the void, but that's also pretty fun. I should mention this inn that has been these last, I would say like 15, 20 pages. This inn was actually modeled using these kids' dungeon tiles. They're, oh gosh, I can't remember the name, but dungeon lock or warlock tiles, something there. Warlock tiles. Very handy for the odd dungeon if you're playing a role-playing game, but also really, really nice for building models of buildings or dungeons that you're drawing, things like that. Very, very cool. Can't suggest it. Pretty inexpensive for what you get. Useful in a lot of different ways. They have 100% suggestion. Ah, thank you, Dynamic Cat. Bump up my mic a little bit. I might be leaning a little bit away from the mic sometimes, so apologies there. Yes, let's talk about Warlock tiles. I think those make pretty good models in terms of any kind of drawing or laying out a building or something along those lines. All right, that's pretty laid out from what I can see here, so that's good. And then we're moving directly, directly from this one to a similar scene, kind of a pass by, where Katya and Kisuke are going up the stairs, and we'll be focusing on the scene behind them. So that's cool. Like I mentioned last week, there's Kisuke's dump truck acid. The sketches are way too. Way too noticeable there. Okay. For those of you that have been reading the comic for a while, you might notice that Kisuke's tail has kind of gotten a little bit longer. That really more came from the fact that I was like, well, it's been 2 years. Also, these little puffball tails are kind of hard to position. These longer ones also kind of allow for more expression and more interaction. So just kind of moved to that character model change there. Okay. Yeah, this panel has the odd posing that usually throws me off pretty poorly. Ah, Corvus, I see you there. Welcome to the stream, Corvus. Good to see you. Hopefully you're having a good night as well. Very cool in my realm. Hopefully yours is amicable as well. Amicable isn't the word that I was looking for, but it was big enough that my brain decided, you know what? Yes, greetings. How fare you this night, Corvus? See a little cloaked figure moving in here. You know me, I love my cloaks. Doing all right. Oh, that's good. That's halfway there. That's halfway there. I can take that. Gotta love those cloaks. I kind of subscribe to the artistic model of if they are far away, they are low poly and they don't need as much detail. I did one actually it was very recently. I did one panel that was more detailed. I zoomed in like this, and I got really detailed with the character that I was drawing, and it's real funny to do that and then zoom out and be like, oh, it is 1/1,000,000th of this picture. Very well, I think. I think I'll try to engineer a little bit more headspace for dialogue here, because these are very compact panels. Oh, this is like my favorite theme from Etrian Odyssey 4. This sounds like a lazy day at the pool. There we go. That's one of the things that I find very attractive about the Etrian series is the music is great. Even early on, they were using very similar to systems like the Master System, which I've had a real thing for lately. But they were using FM chip music, and boy, people really fell in love with that to the point where they included an option in. I don't think it was 4. I think it was one of the games later on that included an option to use the fully orchestrated music, like what we're hearing here, and then another option to just listen to the same soundtrack, but with that FM chip style sound, which, I mean, I'm loving this. So. Again, those drums just keeping that scene. Also, just a really nice controlled trumpet in there. It's not going for a walk. It's not making things crazy. It's just such a nice straight tone, very pretty, very very calm. Apparently, this table here is a mimic because it moves from page to page. Maybe that's something I should do: spot the mimic. I should give it some little personality, like some eyes and maybe some fangs. Mimics. Can't live with them. Can't live with them around you. Very dangerous creatures. That cousin that was eaten by a mimic. Never saw it coming. Making the same mistake. Let's see. That table's further. What's a nice kind of shortcut that most folks would do is they would draw the background, and then they would just kind of paste it in multiple times. I did not think ahead that way, so here we are. Also, this is really just a sketch, so nothing too elaborate really needing to be here. Just kind of placing things and making sure everything goes. That's looking much better. I'm not sure if the video quality for the magic rectangle here is good going through so many other magic rectangles, but hopefully you can see I've got something going on here. I've got the kind of the pass by shot here, bar there. Moving along, we have a little bit more here, a couple more frames that I'd like to kind of etch out here. I really like drawing this bartender. He's just an old badger. Big old snoot on him. Look at that big old honker. More mustache than man. Something that everyone can aspire for. Pencil's a little too large. Eyebrows. I mean, this badger has it all. He has his own bar. He has a mustache that wars would be fought for. In fact, I could make that a side arc. Stash wars. He's got these little bitty ears. Just these little tiny ears. One of them can make a little ragged. There we go. Oh, look at him. I love him already. New party member. Let's go. Little bit of beard. And there you have an awesome badger. He's got some stripies. Most kobolds, as a rule, are fond of badgers. They are terrifying, terrifying creatures underground, which we can definitely appreciate. We kind of treat them like you humans treat dogs, for example. Working. Perfect. I already love this character. He's just background fucker. Got a big old neck on this guy. Just a tree trunk of a neck. I don't think this guy lifts. I think this guy is the gym. People just come to lift him. He's kind of missing a chin, though. There we go. Well, now his beard doesn't make sense. Oh, Zibby. We've done it now. Why? Oh, look how friendly he looks. Look at this guy. Oh. I really like this guy. Huh. Fortunately, I'm not George R.R. Martin, so I'm not contractually obligated to kill him off. But who knows? He's doing the classic bartender idol animation of cleaning a mug. This mug has probably been cleaned several thousand times that day. Give him a little patch. A little patch on the shirt there. Kind of homespun. This shirt has seen some wear. Well-loved shirt. Oh! Should I give him a mohawk? Like a chill one. Like not a super cool punky one, but you know, maybe a mohawk of some kind. Backwards mohawk? Let's see. Let's give him a little bit of a swoop. Oh, then he looks like he has Kisuke's hair. Nobody should have that hairstyle for long. I mean, I love him already. Let's give him an earring. Yeah. Earring there. Just go in a little deeper and do something a little more elaborate. Make sure that ear is a little rounded off. Kind of stumpy. There. Let's drop that down just a little bit more. There we go. Now we can see it's a ring as opposed to a blob. Yeah, very jaunty. I like it. Big jealous moment for kobolds because we don't have ears. No earrings for us. So we will live vicariously through this badger. Which might be the best thing I've said today. There we go. I've just doomed myself to having this guy in like every chapter. I like badgers quite a bit, and I think one of the main reasons I do is because of those books. The Redwall books. Badgers were always so powerful, and as well they should be. Badgers are, for lack of a better term, they are fuzzy little skateboard-sized tanks. They will ruin your day, and they will have a good time doing it. Tough as nails. Not this guy, though. This guy, clearly, he's seen his share of action. I think he's done. That's why he's got this sweet little inn going. Chat, you're gonna have to name this badger because I just can't come up with anything that would work for him. He's just too great. Too great. And I cannot call him Too Great the Badger, unfortunately. What's going on, Magic Rectangle? Small wand that I have here to draw on the Magic Rectangle does not appear to be responding. That's good. Okay, one moment. Well, wouldn't you know, I did not fully charge my little drawing device here. So it looks like I am out of that for the moment, but give it some time, we can come back. Um, Actually, I'm pretty impressed with how much headway we've made. But the task remains. The task absolutely remains. This badger needs a name. And that's going to be your homework. Yes, Dynamic Cat. Yes, I am going to start up a game because me rocking the drawing back and forth is not going to do much, although this is a fun way to animate. Oh, hail and well met, traveler. I will brood with generic darkness. This is a fine evening for a drink. Perhaps you'd care to... hell, I don't know. I dropped out of innkeeper school, so that's about how far I got. I do like Theodore. Theodore is a front runner. I do like that. Theodore. Teddy to his friends. Because he's such a teddy bear. Oh. Oh my goodness. I think that's it. I think your name's going to be Theodore. Oh, man. That's amazing. I have to write that down. It's actually going to be a little newt. Going to use paper and pencil. Like a people. There we go. Theodore the Badger. Love it. That's awesome. I now have a tiny notebook that is dedicated to stream notes, so a fine addition to the stream. Thank you, Dynamic Cat. Thank you for Theodore. Say hi to Theodore. Oh, look at him. Oons, 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 oons. Ah, that jaunty earring just screams was probably a pirate. Maybe? Who knows? All right. Enough of this. Trapfinders. We will come back to you later today after I have charged my wand. Fool of a kobold. I should have known. Well, and I was using it today, too, so you'd think I would have figured that out. Okay. Let's go ahead and... Alright, we'll say goodbye to the music for now. Some lovely tunes. Like I said, I always love Etrian Odyssey. They would just do such a good job with their soundtracks. Whoopah! And... Whoopah! Oh, my little graphic is gone. But that does mean we can segue directly into our game for the evening. And let me make sure everything is running properly because All right. Oh, I should say, disaster befell us. Unfortunately, um, I found that Shining Force had not saved, and I had to go through that first battle again, and I relived some fun memories. It was actually pretty funny. I did remember the um, murder these children for the glory of our country. That was great. So let's move on to whoop, gaming. Quick turnaround. All right. Added a few things here. I've got some more art in the Shining Force art above me here. Um, got some enemies and some bosses, so good stuff all around. There's Diane. She's an archer. Meh. Yes, 1993's Shining Force, The Legacy of Great Intention. I'm going to make sure that the game is a little bit down here so we're not blowing up people's speakers. All right. There we are. Okay, nice and quiet. Now we can bring it up a little bit. There we go. How's the sound there? Whoops, that's not what I wanted to do. So the funny thing is about this battle, like I mentioned it last week, I hate this battle. This is a slow slog. Um, oops. It's a slow slog all the way from the gate here, all the way around these mountains. There we are. So yeah, all the way around these mountains, through these plains, and down this little river until we get back to Guardiana. So, kind of an annoying fight because these hills will slow us down pretty heavily. I just so happen to know of a little secret friendo here, and we're gonna go ahead and recruit him. So let me sneak over to this little cabin over here on the coast. This is a lovely little cabin, actually. Come to think of it, that'd be a nice place to live. That'd be a wonderful place to live. All right, let's see. Do you really want to retreat from this battle? Hell yes. Here we are. Look at this fun little coastal house. Ooh, and a woodsman here. Hello. I'm Gong. I have fought the evil of Runevoss for many years. I will aid you. Yes. Gong joins the Shining Force. Oh, is the game audio coming through this time? I made some adjustments and found out where I was getting. Hello.
Greetings, Zibby. I have been waiting for you.
I don't want you. I know who this is. And I mean, he definitely does look like an otter wearing a helmet. That is precisely what he is. And you'd think this would be a good thing. You'd think this would be a fine omen for our game. No. No, not this time. And there's a man and his wife just hanging out here in this little cabin.
Well, what a surprise. Rarely do we have guests in such a remote area. I'm a friar, though I may not look it. How can I help you?
Oh, God, I could use some chicken.
Shall I make a record of your adventures thus far?
Yes. Oh, there's the saving sound. So majestic.
There, my record of your exploits is complete. Will you continue your journey?
Oh, yeah. We just started.
Can I help in some other way? Not unless you'll join.
All right. Hello, lady. Strange things are in the woods. They give me the creeps. Yeah, like this guy. Ugh. For those wondering, his name is Jogurt. And he is recruitable, but he is utterly useless. He's in the same class as Low. He's completely useless. He may have one of the best little portraits there. Not a great character. Not a great character. Gong, however. Ooh. See, there he is up in the top left. Earthquake blocked the road. Yes, yes, we've heard this. Oh, and here's the no one enters dark.
For Dark Soul, death to Guardiana.
All right. So yeah, one of the biggest problems with this is that it's a slow battle, and because of that, just kind of brings the game down a little bit, but not a problem. While we're at it, I'm gonna plug in my magic rectangle. Come on, magic rectangle, charge. Do it. Do the thing. There we go. Okay, going up here with low, and you can see their movement is heavily restricted because of these hills. It's really unfortunate because we're kind of stuck in this bottleneck. Even our fast movers like Ken, they really can't get very far. And yeah, Gong, he can't go anywhere. Hans, though, he's going to elf up here. He's going to take a pot shot at this goblin. He has been impressing me this game. Maybe he'll be cool. I doubt it, but we'll find out. See, this is what I was expecting more of. I was expecting the 4 damage, worthless little poke at the goblin here. The cutaways are so much more dramatic with the music, aren't they? Oh, running away, eh? Even Zibby is slowed down. His jaunty cape is not enough to keep him moving smoothly over the hills. And God help Luke. Ugh. His little legs just can't get him anywhere. Hans is going to chase after this goblin. Yep, another 4 damage. Oh my goodness. Might as well get low up here, because I'm sure this guy's going to get whacked. Oh, poor Tao. And Gong spends another turn just sitting on his hands. He just joined this crew. And they're just like, we're just going to sit here like a bunch of herbs. And, man, he's quite possibly rethinking his life choices right now. He's like, I could be chopping wood for that friar. See, I'm gonna hold off on well, you know what? Hans isn't a person, so he's an archer. There we go. One less goblin. Say Hans gains 12 coins. Hans gains 12 coins for the party. He doesn't get to keep those. That's a company thing. Okay, once again, my healer is up front, and I just... Gong. I'm sorry, buddy. Luke could finally get up here at least. Those Rune Knights are actually going to be a huge problem, due to the fact that they hit hard and can move really fast. The only really good thing we have is that they are across a river, and if Hans survives, which is doubtful, and Tao survives, we can use their ranged attacks to get across the river. Ken, too. Ken can also attack across the river, so those Rune Knights, 5 turns. 5 turns for poor Gong. This is Gong's hill, and he's dying on it. Those Rune Knights are only using lances, so they can only attack things that are adjacent to them. Very handy for me. Yeah, Lo, why don't you get out in front some more? Alright, Zibs. Can we do 8 damage? I doubt it. We can't. Oh. On the plus side, Lo is up there, so he can heal us pretty easily. The other thing is the sheer amount of enemies in this particular level make it very much a endurance battle. There we go. Almost out of these hills, at least most of us are. I will be shocked if Gong can move this turn. I think he will. Oh, he finally moved 10 feet. I may be wrong, but I think the land effect also increases your defense. It's been a while. It's been a while since I've looked into the mechanics of Shining Force. I just like the game. Get him, Luke. Okay, less than I was hoping for. kind of trying to instill some fear here. Looks like we have a bot there. Yeah, chat, let me know if that one gets stupid. Looks like it's just a bot, but... Yeah, right. Gong's bringing up the rear. Gong is a monk, which is actually way more important in Shining Force 2. Yeah, Dynamic Cat, I think it is a bot. Tried to ban it, but it didn't let me, so I'm going to see if I can't manage that otherwise. Yeah, it's not really letting me do anything. My first bot, guys. Tells me I'm unable to ban him. It's alright. Like I said, if it gets unmanageable, then we'll go a little bit more nuclear. But... There we go. Luke. Luke only took 1 damage. That's kind of nice. Let's see if he can't do a little bit more to this Gabo. Alright, 5 is good. 5 is more than 4. But yes, Gong is he's a monk. And in Shining Force 2... Let's... Oh, Corvus, is that a command I can do? I'm fairly new to this. So. Let's see. Okay. I shall ignore that. But just this once. Say it again and I may have to summon an eldritch beast. One of the other problems with this battle is the having to cycle through enemies that are going to do absolutely nothing. I'm gonna, Corvus. It's gonna be some foul, 7-mouthed, 12-eyed, 2-legged thing. It's gonna be weird. It's gonna be a biped with really crazy appendages. And a hankering for soup. Big hankering for soup. Oh, yes! Yeah, I said that last time. Occasionally, characters will fight and attack twice. And sometimes they get a critical hit. Oh yeah, I forgot how the battle music gets really badass when you keep rolling. You can't see it here, but I'm totally bouncing in my chair. Yeah. And it's even cooler because I leveled up, so. Alright. Oh, finally Ken is able to get in there. Oh, we're going to finish off this guy in the woods. It's a night in the woods for you, buddy. What the? Another fine game. I would love to play that. That game has a lot of talking in it. And I would need to do a lot of voices. That would be a little much for me. Just a little blue kobold. Only got a couple voices in here. Alright, Luke. Another thing that's really noticeable in this first game. Oh, a deadly attack! 10 damage. Oof. Another thing that's noticeable in this first game is that the backgrounds for every battlefield are different. A moment ago we were fighting in the hills and the mountains. You could see those in the background here. Now we're in the woods. As we move into the plains, we'll see those too. A lot of other biomes that they added battle sequences for, which is really cool. It keeps the game very fresh. Yeah, Gong. He's gonna gong you in the mouth. And Low is once again useless because he doesn't have a spell that can heal anyone at an angle. Oops. Okay, yeah, I guess Zebby was hurt, but not badly. Oh, ooh, okay. That's less good. Less good to have the goblins attack twice. You know what? Just for that, spear in the mouth. You've earned it, buddy. Right in his little pink nose. I think there's the goblin artwork is cycling through here at some point. Really cool that the official key art up here is basically what they made the sprites out of. It's definitely bit crushed and like compressed to hell, but it is pretty cool. Ooh, there we go. Get him, Hans. Never thought I'd say that. All right. Just doing that standard 4 damage. Okay. The problem here is that Zibby has decent defense and he's level 3, which is great. But those dwarves hit like a truck, so we're gonna keep him in the forest for now until Lo can heal him up. Ah, finally Tau is up there. There we go, Lo. All right. I know Luke got hit, but he is slightly less important. Yeah, your dumb hat. That hat, by the way, that Lo has, that is not in the key art. That is not in his character art. That's not in his portrait. They just threw a dumb hat in there. Have Luke cover for Hans here. Yeah. I like how when Luke does 4 damage, I'm like, yeah. When Hans does 4 damage, I'm like, meh. You only did that because you have a bow. Ah. A good omen. Absolutely. Luke would have been in much more danger if both of them had hit, so... The only reason I put him out there is because he is a dwarf and he has a really high defense stat. All right, Hans is level 3, that's helpful. The other thing about Hans is that he quickly outpaces everybody. His speed goes up pretty fast. Okay, here's hoping that you kind of pull your punch. Okay, you did. That's good. That's good. Okay, only 1 attack, too. Okay. Zebs. Smash this guy. Hata! There we go. 6 points of damage. See that, Hans? 6 points of damage is possible. You just gotta believe. And we are gonna roast and toast this fella. Come on, Tile. Take him down. You need the experience. Yeah! Solid. She starts a bonfire under him. Takes like 3 hours to set up. Falls down a couple times, but she gets him. I like how Lo's like, well, finally, I'm out. Who's damaged? Of course. These cutaways are... You can see I'm in the grasslands now, since Lo is over in the grasslands. There is actually even a cutaway for bridges, which I thought was a really interesting touch. I keep my range folk over here. All right. Yeah, Ken, you took a little bit of damage. We're going to go ahead and heal you. Lo, are you okay? Yeah, he's fine. All right. There we go. And Lo is now useless. Aside from your hero, any of your characters here can die. It's similar to Fire Emblem. When your characters run out of HP, they die. The major difference is that they do allow you to resurrect your characters. The problem is it costs money. And there have been times in the past when I have had to grind money in previous battles with very few party members. because I ran out of cash. So that's where we're being a little bit more cautious in our deployment here. And if I remember, I can get them to come out kind of one by one, and we can really take it to them that way. And Gong might be able to use his healing magic, which would be super helpful. There's one thing I remember about the dwarves in Shining Force is that they are kind of susceptible to magic. We will keep Luke there. All right. Like I'm saying, these guys only have lances. Man. 4 points of damage, but it's free. All right, and that's how. She can wail on this guy another 4 times. Burn that skirt. Get him. Toast that. There we go. And Lo's just going to go ahead and sit by the river and think about things. Think about his life, his choices, his incredibly low MP. There's that goblin I was telling you about. Look at that guy. Little chunker. Look at you. You're just a little guy. And there's Lord Varios. He's the one that signed us up for this mission. I'm not a huge fan of how little these guys are doing. There we go. That's better. All right, dwarf on dwarf. All right, Luke's going to take a chunk out of this guy. All right. Yep, that defense is going up. That will be a constant with him. He will be going up in defense a lot. Had him take some monster hits in the past. Hans, you could attack twice or do a big hit or something. That'd be kind of neat. Okay. Is anybody else hurt? So I could use Gong here to heal him up, but I think, aside from Luke, Luke's the only one, and what we'll do is we'll switch out with Ken once Luke gets a little too tired. All right, Tao. Got this chump on the ropes. Look at those 90s anime shoulder pads. What are they connected to? All right. Ken will help take this guy down. Ooh, a deadly attack. Only... Oh! That's super rare. Not only did he do a monster attack, but he attacked twice. Oh, Ken. Okay, now these Rune Knights hit really hard. I mean, I can take the fight to them and get more guys over here. Actually, one of the nice things about Shining Force as well is you can take a look at everyone's stats. Okay, this Rune Knight's at 6 hit points. This guy's at 1. I hate to be the kill steal here, but I'm going to take this from Tao. There we go. Down he is. And we'll let Zippy get a little glory here. Yeah. And not a person lost.
Well done, Shining Force. Now, enter Guardiana and find out what's happened there.
This is pretty much the first time we're considered the Shining Force. No one actually mentions it until now, and no one really considered the fact that we were going to be a group, like a special group. We were just a group of misfits sent over to check out a gate. But behold my besieged city. It is quiet. Too quiet.
You made it back. You're a little late. We were almost overrun by Runefaust. We held them off. We've suffered greatly, as you'll see as you wander around. Most of our knights were lost in the battle. Many homes were damaged. But we held. We'll keep watch here. Runefaust is bound to attack again sooner or later.
This is like the most character you're going to get out of a guard ever. Oh yeah, listen to the somber tones. Oh no, the Ramada. Oh,
They have a patio, and I don't think they wanted a patio. Praise the light, that's over. Monsters fighting, I can't take much more of this. Well, you and me both, bud. Bad time to be in a strategy RPG. Oh, hey, pal. Their commander, Kane of Runefaust, evil to the core. Ooh, Kane. The first time we hear about Kane. Kane is a tough cookie. Oh, let's check on Grandpa. Oh, thank God Grandpa's okay. You know, that little fracas made me want to fight again. Zibby, I'm joining up. Yes! Oh, the sad join. Na 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 na. Oh. I'll be at headquarters. No, you'll be on the front lines, boy. Oh, I love that dwarf. There he is. There's Gort. Yes, look at that. That handsome stash. That helmet. Those monsters would have wrecked my shop, but the old guy drove them off. Yeah, he did. You protect that bar. Hello, man. I'm not talking to you, apparently. I wanted to fight, but my legs were shaking so hard, I got dizzy and passed out. Oh, well, that's not something I would readily admit, but you do you, I suppose. Oh, no, where's your cart? We almost lost. I still don't know why they pulled back. Oh, plot reasons, I'm sure. Where's the dog? Oh, no. Oh, no. I rather like dogs in this realm. Oh, no. Oh, thank God the dog's okay. Oh, I was worried. Oh, lady.
Those beasts all have nightmares forever.
Arf, arf. Oh, you tell me, buddy. Hero. He's a hero right there. And if I'm believing this correctly, this is Gort's house. So those guys messed with his bar and his house, but he chose to save his bar. Pretty on spot for a dwarf, I will say. I sent my family away, but I stayed and fought. Badass. This is the only NPC I have a lot of respect for at this point. Aside from the dog. Oh, yeah, you passed out. Yes, yes. Item store. Well, you guys made it. Those vile rune fosters have made me mad. I've weapons guaranteed to knock those monsters' heads off. Take a look. Ooh. Short sword. This is something Zibby already has. The spear. Ken has that. All of these weapons are specifically keyed to specific classes. So guys like Gort and Luke will be able to take the hand axe. I think Zibby can take the hand axe too. Zibby will be typically taking swords. The centaurs will take spears and lances. Archers will take arrows. Staves are for our magician friends. So pretty easy to understand. Actually, I'm kind of curious now. I want to see if Zibby can use Gort's axe. Give me that axe. I'm your boss now. Oh man, how do I unequip that? I can totally do it. I know I can. Oh. This is a war of attrition if ever I saw one. You know what? We'll worry about it later. Because everyone already has all the weapons in there. We won this time, but what about the next attack? Church looks fine. Shoulder pads, lady. Just let him try to come in here. I'll whap him silly. I love you. Whap him silly. Give him a whap. Hello, old man. Good for you, youngster. Come see me later. Right now I'm tired from all the commotion. All right. We should save anyway. I've been expecting you. How can I help you in the Shining Force? I'll save my game. Na 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 na. So regal. There, my record of your exploits is complete. All right. Oop. Oh, I hit the cancel button instead. Okay. This is Simone again.
Done for now, that's okay. Get lots of rest. I'll see you soon. Don't stay away too long, though.
Yes, yes. And I believe we can just roll right back to the... We can't. All right, well, let's try this again. Right. And we'll jump back in. Shining Force. Come on, Shining Force. You can do it. Don't tell me you auto-saved here. Come on. All right, we'll reboot the game. Da-da-da. Oh, the trials and tribulations of older games. There we go. Oops, full screen. That's better. Oh yeah, this is the fantastic opening music we missed last time. Light fought darkness for control of the world. Dark Dragon. Woo, dragons! Led the evil hordes of darkness. Uh-oh. Still, woo, dragon. The ancients fought back with the powers of light. Blew one of his heads off. Look at that. Whew. Dark Dragon was defeated and cast into another dimension. A dimension of sight and sound. See the different character classes there, too. The Lord of Darkness vowed to return in 1,000 years. Rawr, 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 rawr. Not a very articulated character there. Time passed, and Dark Dragon was forgotten by all. Oh, how can you forget a dragon? Poof. 10 centuries of peace ruled the land of Rune. I like that it's Rune. The whole place is Rune. Until the kingdom of Runefaust brought war and fear to Rune. Yeah, there's some stuff coming up there. We got a little bit of art of some of those guys. Hordes of evil creatures ravaged every land. Yes, 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 we've seen all this. Ah, there it is. That's what I missed last time. All right. Small elf child reading a book. Yes, yes, Dark Dragon. All right, let's continue. I'm doing great so far. Thanks, elf child. Chapter 1, Zippy. What? Oh no. Hang on. Hang on. No. I know I saved the game. I think the problem here is that I may have multiple copies of the same ROM, so. This is super. It's super okay. Gonna get it fixed up. Gonna get this going. Was I using this one? Oh no. Oh dear. Let's see. Oh dear. I wonder if it's not. It's not dead, Corvus. The problem I think is that oh gosh. I'm not certain that the save for the completely legit program I'm using is writing in the game. I'm thinking I may have to save manually. Eh, darn it. Okay. Yeah, I think I may have to save manually with save states in order to keep my progress going. That stinks because I just went through that stupid battle. Ugh. Ugh. All right. Okay. No problem. No problem. We'll fix it. Not fix it, but we'll probably do something about it. I am not doing that battle again. I hate that battle. I will not subject you lovely people to that battle again. Um, okay. What? Oh, there we go. There we go. That will do just fine. All right. We're sticking with the Mega Drive, but instead of Shining Force, oh, what could this be? Turn up the audio a little bit. Shurikens in the darkness. Ooh, a kick to the gut. Could it possibly be? Why, yes. It is Ninja Gaiden on Mega Drive. That music can be a little bit scary. This is the Mega Drive version of the battle between Ryu's father and the other ninja at the beginning of the NES game. I actually kind of like the NES version more. There's a little bit more drama to it. This one does have a little bit more of a kickin' soundtrack. I like the little shuriken there at the end. That's nice. All right. I've been beaten down by my software. I might as well be beaten down by a game, too. Ah, enough of this. Ninja action. There we are. To find ruffians to accost and assail. This is not the Ninja Gaiden I remember. I remember it being more of a straight-up console port. Do love the roll, though. Tunes are very reminiscent of Streets of Rage. We'll go to my first death here, which I'm being Ninja Gaiden. I'm surprised hasn't happened already. Oh, there's Jogurt in the artwork there.
Looking for the brute? Well, you found me. Now let's see if you can handle me.
Oh, it's... Yeah, I mean, I just kicked your ass in 3 seconds. Cartwheel kick. I mean, he hasn't landed a punch yet, has he? This is embarrassing for him. Should let him land a punch, but he's already dead. I've had enough, kid. I got no beef with you. Yeah, this is not the Ninja Gaiden I remember. Try the Niagara Falls. Well, that's not the level progression that I remember. Abandoned game. Let's say it's not what I thought it was. That's unfortunate. Okay. Well, let's take a look at my wand here and see if we've got enough power to actually draw again. Da-da-da, da-da-da. Oh my, doesn't have much power at all. That's disappointing. Okay. We should have a little bit of drawing time though, so that's fine. As is tradition, all of these magic rectangles have to work against me at some point. That's okay. And we'll revert back to art form. Bzz. There you go. Kapoof. I know that you can show up here anytime. Oh, wrong cable. Too many cables. There we go. There's Theodore. All right. I don't know how you guys manage all of your magic rectangles. I really don't. All right. Find ourselves back. Etria. And is the music coming through at all? I don't think it is. It's not muted. Well, I can enjoy it, yeah, but that's not fair to all those lovely people out there that might want to hear it. Okay. All right. Come on, music. There we go. That's better. Little disconcerting how much that changes. There we go. Some fine music. All right. Yes, it's unofficially Theodore's theme. Him marching resolutely. I'm having too much fun with that. All right. Suppose we have some background elements here that we can draw as well. This mysterious traveler seems to have large ears on their hood. So, of course, poor stitchwork is necessary. Okay. Oh, there we go. I was wondering where that music was. Much better. Okay. Well, we might be able to sketch out this whole thing anyway. What do you think about that? I think it's pretty keen. And as I did previously, I will get us back to where we were in Shining Force, and we will figure out that save situation. I seem to believe that it's not saving the game in the regular save fashion that it would if it was on a console. This bar needs a bowl of peanuts. Not sure why it wasn't there in the first sketch, but it is now. These are very regal peanuts. I suppose they're at a bar, so they're probably beer nuts. There we go. Alright, a little stripe for fun. There we go. It's a little off kilter. It's also off perspective. Damn. Alright, well, let's adjust that. Welcome to Trapfinders, where perspective doesn't matter. The plot's made up and the perspective doesn't matter. Now he has a plethora of beer nuts. Wait a minute. Something fell out. Crummies. He's a busy badger. He's got that tankard he's got to take care of. And that mustache. I mean, it's a lot to deal with for one critterkin such as he. that was something else. I had a question about that. The differences between Critterkin and Farah, and there are larger Critterkin, I should say. The main difference is the digitigrade legs and the general overall hugeness. Katya is much bigger than this Badger, for example, though he is much bigger than Kisuke or other similarly sized Critterkin. Of course, we can't really see his legs, so now it's just a mystery. A dubious mystery lost to time. Theodore here. We're going to see a lot of him, so maybe we will see his legs at some point. Putting way too much effort into these barrels. I see where I went wrong on those. I think my eraser's tiny. Probably for the best. Tend to erase a little bit too much. I find myself scrabbling to find more details to put in. That's better. There, now it's a barrel. Barrel! Of course, now every time I think of barrel, I think of Sailor Moon. The English dub for that show, while being amazing, was also probably the saddest thing. Queen Beryl did a bad thing today when she blew up the moon. 90s anime. You have to love it. You have to, by law. This is the traveling music for Etrian Odyssey 4. When you were traveling in your airship, that's right, airship, they just give you one. No quest required. There might be an introductory quest. I might have forgotten. It's been a while since I've played Etrian Odyssey 4. Did not finish it. So that's something I should work on in my abundance of spare time. It's a pretty tidy bar that Theodore's got here. I like it. For a second, I thought that kind of looked like a massive arcade cabinet, like a X-Men 6-player. Be pretty rad. Wouldn't really fit in this inn, but, you know. That music is very quiet, isn't it? There it is. Tossing that simulated wood grain on everything. All right. Wow, the Theodore panel is rocking. This is gonna take me a week. Good grief. I like it though. I like it. Actually, I'm feeling really good about this one. Tankard down here. Filling out this bar. Just kind of making it a little more homey. I would hang out here. I would totally hang here. Theodore's bar. Theodore's Pub and Grill. Yeah. I think I'll definitely need to add some gutters here. And a little bit of space. Just to keep this from being super claustrophobic. But This last panel, lovely. This last panel is very difficult to see, but it is this robed figure's hand. Get that in there. I am very pleased with my progress on drawing hands. They used to be a huge problem for me, but they finally just kind of clicked. Hands are just full of weird shapes and textures. So I'm pretty sure everyone understands why they're very difficult to draw. In the original sketch, I have the figure just kind of like throwing some coins on the bar. I don't want to draw out those coins. I think it's just going to be a little sack of coins. Or maybe it'll be like a little sack that upends and has jewels in it. Ooh. I kind of like that idea. That's needlessly complicated. Let's try a sack. Looks like an angry little ghost. Those drawstrings should be moving because it's being thrown. Not really thrown, tossed. Very aloof motion. Once again, we're getting to switch from eraser to pencil. And there we are. If you can see. There. Okay. Some motion. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. That's good. Pay the man. Burlap sack. There. Oh, just in time. We're starting to get some shenanigans from the wand here. Okay. Well, I think I can call a victory on my side here. Aside from the incredibly boneheaded loss in Shining Force. Ugh. Can't believe I lost the save there. Not the end of the world. Just one of those things where it's like, oh, I kind of hope to show you guys more of the game. Ooh. Oh. I see. Okay, interesting. A tool kind of popped up there that I hadn't used before, but it was a predictive stroke, which kind of helps to smooth out my lines. Fortunately, though, this is the sketch kind of level of things. Don't need the lines to be super perfect. I just want them to be out there. There we go. I am pretty happy how this is turning out. I think I've given myself a lot to ink and color, but I've been really happy with these last few pages. This whole kind of extravaganza that's been going out. I've been enjoying it. I've been trying to get more detail in there and trying to get more scene setting things. I hate the idea of having just like a blank color for a background, you know. So, but in any case, I believe I am out of time for today. I plan to do this every Monday and Thursday around 9 p.m. So if you're interested in following or watching in the future, please do. I really enjoy having folks watch the stream, ask questions, and generally make fun of my inability to play Shining Force. Not even play, but just operate. All right. Well, as the dramatic battle music from Etrian Odyssey 4 leads us to a close here, I want to thank you all again for coming to the stream. It means a lot to me. Hope to see you again next time, and have a fantastic night. Bye-bye.